Imagine the Philippines, long reliant on alliances, suddenly able to deter aggression on its own terms. This shift represents a significant transformation in the nation's defense posture, moving from a position of dependency to one of self-reliance. This is the vision behind Project HERMES, an audacious plan to acquire hypersonic missile capabilities. These advanced weapons can travel at speeds exceeding 5 times the speed of sound, making them nearly impossible to intercept. The project marks a shift from passive defense to active deterrence, signaling a new era in Philippine strategy. It's a bold move that aims to redefine the balance of power in the region. For decades, Manila's security depended on geography and its treaty with the US, but rising regional tensions have forced a dramatic reassessment. The South China Sea disputes and other regional conflicts have underscored the need for a more robust defense strategy. Project HERMES aims to ensure any attack on Philippine sovereignty triggers a devastating, rapid response, altering the calculus for any would-be aggressor. This capability is designed to serve as a powerful deterrent against potential threats. This is more than a hardware upgrade. It's a declaration of intent and a bid for greater autonomy. It signifies a commitment to protecting national interests with advanced technology and strategic foresight. By pursuing hypersonic technology, the Philippines is telling the world it will shape its own destiny. This move is a clear message that the country is ready to take control of its future security landscape. The road ahead is fraught with technical, financial, and diplomatic challenges, but the project is already reshaping regional security conversations. The success of Project HERMES could set a precedent for other nations in the region. Whether it brings stability or sparks an arms race will define Southeast Asia's next decade. The outcomes of this ambitious project will be closely watched by the international community. Project HERMES is a direct response to mounting pressure, both from within the Philippines and from the broader international community, as regional tensions continue to escalate. Much of this pressure stems from China's increasing assertiveness in the South China Sea, where its military presence and activities have grown more frequent and bold. Repeated maritime confrontations, along with the limitations of diplomatic protests and negotiations, have exposed the urgent need for a stronger deterrent to protect national interests. The deployment of US Typhoon missiles in Luzon in 2024 not only highlighted the risks of escalation, but also demonstrated the strategic value of advanced missile systems in the region. This event, combined with public claims of Chinese hypersonic missile capabilities, accelerated the push for the Philippines to develop or acquire its own advanced missile technology. The Philippines realized it could no longer rely solely on traditional defense. It needed to make itself too costly to attack, shifting from a reactive to a proactive stance. Hypersonic missiles offer a way to deter aggression without having to match an adversary's arsenal weapon for weapon, providing a credible and modern deterrent. The pursuit of hypersonic capability is not about seeking conflict or aggression, but about ensuring survival and security in a contested and unpredictable region. Project HERMES is Manila's answer to a rapidly shifting security landscape, representing a bold step towards safeguarding the nation's future. And Project HERMES is shrouded in secrecy, but its existence as a top defense priority is confirmed. Its goal, to acquire a credible assured retaliation capability, deterring threats to Philippine sovereignty. Details, missile type, range, deployment, remain deliberately vague, creating uncertainty for adversaries and flexibility for Manila. Analysts believe the Philippines is pursuing both indigenous development and foreign acquisition, with India seen as a likely partner. The project isn't about matching China's power, but gaining an asymmetric edge to prevent conflict. The aim is simple: make any potential aggressor think twice before striking. Project HERMES is a defensive initiative, giving the Philippines a stronger voice in a region of giants. The South China Sea is the battleground for Project Hermes, a region where sovereignty and great power rivalry collide. China's sweeping claims overlap with Philippine waters, leading to frequent, tense standoffs. In response, Manila has shifted its focus to external defense, acquiring modern ships, jets, and missiles. Project Hermes is the next leap, aiming to alter the strategic balance in the maritime neighborhood. US-Philippine missile cooperation has drawn sharp reactions from Beijing, highlighting Manila's precarious position between superpowers. China's own hypersonic advances and stern warnings underscore the stakes. Every move in this high-stakes game prompts powerful, unpredictable reactions. Project Hermes is not just about weapons, it's a strategic move in a volatile regional chess match. The Philippines is betting on deterrence to secure its future amid escalating tensions. Hypersonic missiles are not just faster, they represent a dramatic leap forward in the evolution of warfare. They're a revolution in military technology, pushing the boundaries of what's possible on the battlefield. Traveling at over Mach 5, these weapons compress reaction times to mere minutes, overwhelming traditional defenses and leaving little room for error. Their extreme maneuverability makes them nearly impossible to track or intercept, bypassing most existing missile shields and rendering conventional countermeasures ineffective. For the Philippines, this means flipping the script, turning from a vulnerable target into a credible threat on the regional stage. Suddenly, the nation can project power and defend its interests with newfound confidence. Possessing hypersonics would force adversaries to rethink their strategies, knowing that their own assets are now at risk. They must now consider that their positions could be struck without warning, at unprecedented speed. This technology shifts the balance of power, redrawing the lines of deterrence and influence. The advantage now goes to those who wield it, changing the calculus of military engagement. For Manila, it's a chance to deter aggression, strengthen alliances, and assert its sovereignty like never before. Hypersonics are a true game changer, making old defenses obsolete and forcing militaries worldwide to adapt or fall behind. The stakes are higher than ever, raising the risks for any would-be attacker and demanding new strategies for peace and security. The mere presence of such weapons transforms the strategic landscape, ushering in a new era of modern warfare. The true power of Project Hermes lies in its psychological impact. The doctrine of assured retaliation doesn't require matching an adversary's arsenal, just the ability to inflict unacceptable costs. Hypersonic missiles are perfect for this Porcupine defense, making the Philippines too painful to attack. Even a small arsenal can threaten high-value enemy assets, forcing adversaries to reconsider any aggressive plans. The uncertainty and risk introduced by hypersonics complicate enemy calculations and raise the stakes of conflict. The goal: induce caution, making the status quo preferable to war. A hypersonic-armed Philippines becomes a strategic problem, not a prize. This shift strengthens Manila's hand in diplomacy and regional security. Deterrence, not warfighting, is the ultimate victory. The path to hypersonic capability is strewn with obstacles. Developing such missiles from scratch is beyond the Philippines' current means. Foreign acquisition is the only short-term option. Potential suppliers are few, with India the most likely partner, but international regulations and scrutiny complicate any deal. The financial burden is immense. Each missile costs millions, straining a developing nation's budget. Every peso spent on defense is one not spent on urgent domestic needs, fueling political debate. Diplomatically, Manila must reassure allies and avoid provoking China, a delicate balancing act. Project Hermes is as much a test of political will as of technical prowess. Project Hermes collides with the Philippines' economic realities. The cost isn't just in missiles, but in the infrastructure, training, and support systems required. Critics argue the money is better spent on poverty reduction and public services. Proponents counter that without security, economic gains are at risk, especially in the resource-rich South China Sea. The government must justify this investment to a public with pressing needs. Success depends on building consensus and ensuring defense doesn't come at the expense of social welfare. Balancing security and development is one of Manila's greatest challenges. Project Hermes could redefine the Philippines' role in the Indo-Pacific. Success would mark a shift from dependency to self-reliance, giving Manila new strategic weight. Collaboration with India or the US could boost the nation's defense industry and technological base, but the move risks sparking a regional arms race, raising the danger of escalation. The project is a bold gamble. Its outcome will shape not just Philippine security, but the region's future. Project Hermes is about more than missiles. It's about national destiny in a turbulent era. The stakes are high, the risks real, but the pursuit of credible deterrence may be the only path to lasting sovereignty. How Manila navigates this journey will echo across the Indo-Pacific for years to come.